All right. Okay, here we go. Nice. Welcome back, everybody. This time we have a best of five between Poseidon Ant, who is spawning as the red Celt on the bottom left side, and Carnage, who is spawning as the blue Celt on the top right of Ghost Lake. So another Celt mirror to start off the series. Poseidon already going for a barracks. He got his barracks even before his hunt storehouse. Now he's going for a hunt storehouse. Carnage, on the other hand, is doing it the other way around, going for a hunt storehouse first and then for a barracks. And I think he's. Oh, never mind. I thought he's gonna double build the barracks, but that's fine. Look at this, very nice of Carnage to rally as many sheep as he can from the pond. Poseidon has secured himself 3 and Carnage 6, but Poseidon is going to actually see all of the sheep from Carnage. Yeah, he's going to steal these 3. Carnage is going to go and try and steal them back. Let's see how that goes for him. Yeah, there he goes. Now he's sending the scout with the sheep to make sure they go home safely. And look at this, the sheep are marching back home. Little do they know what's awaiting them, but they're happy to go there anyway. Look at this last guy's walking animation, so beautiful. Hippity hoppity. Alright, so Carnage is training Spearman. He's actually has one guy on berries for some reason. Maybe she's waiting for the sheep to come home. But anyway, Poseidon is faster with his spearmen. Wow, look at those spearmen. They look pretty damn dope. What is that? That's a heroic Greek helmet, and is it the heroic Norse weapon? Yeah, I really dig the spearman's looks, especially the spear. Looks pretty nice. But anyway, here's the first house from Carnage. And here's the first Woodstar house from Poseidon. Neither player is starting to gather stone just yet, so they're still without any kind of stone whatsoever. Poseidon rallying to wood again, so 6 guys on food, 5 guys on wood, and on the other side, Carnage, 9 on food, 3 on wood. So after he builds his third house, he can start thinking of going to the Bronze Age. Poseidon actually not being aggressive with his spearmen. I wonder why he built his barracks so fast too. He even got it before his wood storehouse. I would think that he's gonna try and use it for a lot of aggression, but apparently not. He's on 7 spearmen now, and Carnage is on 8. And wait, did I see hunting dogs in the queue for a moment for Poseidon? I think I did, I'm not too sure. Poseidon stockpiling a lot of wood though. Maybe he wants to go for 2 barracks? No stone gathering just yet, but Carnage has started. He's got 3 guys on stone now. And there's Poseidon with stone gathering. So 10 spearmen marching across the map to meet Carnage's 10 spearmen. So as long as they don't screw up their micro, they shouldn't lose any units here. It should be pretty equal. There's this one spearman over here though that might be a little pesky, but Carnage already is moving his villagers off of this hunt. So 123 food left in the steer, staring into the abyss, thinking if it was all worth it. Now, Poseidon still hasn't moved in with his spearmen. There's enough stone from Carnage to make a second TC. Where is he gonna build it? Wow, that's a ballsy TC placement. And Poseidon is in fact gonna scout it immediately. That's really lucky for him. He's gonna send his spearman right away. Yeah, he's not even gonna... Oh, never mind. For a moment, I thought he's actually just gonna cut through Carnage's base to go there. But, wow, this is a little unlucky for Carnage. He's sending... Or is it unlucky? No, I guess he's gonna see the spearmen now. There are the spearmen. They are not... I think they're not gonna be able to deny the TC, but they are gonna knock Carnage off of his wood. And he's not even taking down a single villager, so he's going right after the TC. Might be able to get some damage done, but I think Carnage's micro and villager control is going to be on point. 9 spearmen to 8 spearmen and a long swordsman, so Poseidon might... Oh, is he going to try and deny the TC? Oh, I don't think he can anymore. I think Poseidon needs to go back home. He is in the Bronze Age himself now, and he can build a second TC immediately. I hope he does that. And if he does, his TC isn't going to be behind Carnage's by a whole lot. Yeah, he's starting it now with 4 villagers though. So it's going to be a little later than Carnage's TC, who is on 23 villagers to the 22. So the villager gap is going to go larger. And now there are some spearmen from Carnage who are going to go after this villager, and Poseidon is going to lose a villager at the very least. Yeah, he's going to move the others. That's really good. Pretty okay reaction time. Wow, look at these swords for the longswordsman. And luckily for Poseidon, Carnage still hasn't seen... Oh, now he's going to see the villagers building a second town center. He's going to go right after the villagers. Again, now that villager is going to be picked off, and then the other one and another one. Celtic spearmen are really strong with their DPS. The most glass cannon spearmen of all. Poseidon is going to try and micro his way out of this, but he's going to lose at least 2 villagers to this before the TC is up. But now it is. Oh, and Carnage tried to go after that villager, but it was not successful doing its job. But Carnage is going to lose his spearmen. Not that he cares about them much anymore at this point in this matchup. Let's see. 32 villagers to 25. Wow, so there was only 1 villager difference between these two guys, and now there's a 7 villager gap. That is massive. I hope Poseidon can mount some kind of attack to come back. And another one. Yeah. Okay, here comes Carnage. 5 longswordsmen, 6 longswordsmen and 8 spearmen to 5 longswordsmen and 4 spearmen. And Poseidon's just gonna go. Oh, he's gonna come back now though. Okay. Carnage's gonna try and deny this house. I think he can, or he's gonna go after the Sacred Grove actually. He might be able to take it. Oh, is he gonna be able to take the Sacred Grove? Oh no, repair, repair! Oh wow. So a full denial on that Sacred Grove. Poseidon losing 150 wood over that. But he is going to get a couple of spearmen, well, maybe just 1. So that was still in favor of Carnage. Now 41 villagers to 33. The villager gap is now 8. Carnage is finally starting to skip some villager cycles though. Oh, never mind. So maybe Poseidon can get lucky with some raiding somewhere and make a comeback. Let's see. He's sending out the longswordsman and the spearmen. 14 units going over there. Carnage has 12 units over here. Now here are some longswordsmen and some spearmen from Greeky. I mean, not Greeky, sorry, from Poseidon. Carnage pulling his villagers back in TC just in time, and he's going to try and do a counterattack, but Poseidon has some units present, and the support of the TC and the Druid is probably going to be enough for Poseidon to be able to hold this, and he micros this Druid back actually, really nice. Yeah, wow, look at this though, the snare. Is he going to get the Druid? Oh, the Druid! Oh, he gets the Druid, so that's 90 gold down the drain for Poseidon. 42 villagers to 50, so still 8 villager gap between these two guys. And now Carnage is going to H3, and he's putting down an armory and 2 archery ranges. Carnage putting down some watch posts to get map vision. And Poseidon is trying to do the same, although this is a very ambitious watch post, if I have to say. Let's see, 52 villagers to 47, so now the villager gap is 5, but that's because this TC has been busy researching researching the Silver Age. And Carnage already starting with his Pierce attack upgrade, so he's gonna switch to Bowman immediately. There he goes, 4 Bowman in the queue at the same time for Carnage. Poseidon is gonna see that Carnage is in the Silver Age, so I'm guessing he's gonna try and do some kind of push, but I don't know if he has enough to actually break Carnage's defense. He already has 4 Bowmen out, and it's gonna just get larger and larger in count as time goes on. 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. And also, the Pierce attack upgrade is on its way, so that's gonna make the Bowman even stronger. Poseidon forgetting a couple of his druids though back home. Is he gonna go to H3 just yet? No. He has a lot of gold, but not enough food for the Silver Age. Carnage running out of his first gold mine. Let's see where it goes next. Let's see if he actually uses the gold mine building or not. Carnage is more of a jack of all trades player, playing multiple civs. That has its advantages, but also has a disadvantage of sometimes forgetting to utilize every unique thing of every civ. Yeah, Poseidon trying to do double raiding, but these bowmen are going to be more than capable of holding back any kind of longswordman pushes. Poseidon is going to go to the Silver Age himself now, though. And is he going to put down some archery ranges? Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. Maybe even a 4th one. And a 5th one. Like Greeky did on his game against Erie. I think he had like 8 archery ranges at the end. In the Kill versus Egypt on Oasis. Let's see. Poseidon getting Pierce armor after melee damage as his armor upgrade of choice. 61 villagers to 71, so the villager gap is now back to 10. Let's see. Poseidon does have some good map vision though, at least for the time being. Silver Age almost here for him. He's gonna be moving out to secure a second. Oh, there's the gold mine from Carnage. Finally, he's building gold mines. 3rd TC for Poseidon coming in. So I'm guessing he's going to use this one as a market destination. He's probably going to build his markets over here. A long swordsman champion in the queue for Poseidon. And he's making bowmen. So, let's see. Kelt players in the chat, do you think it's worth it to just build a gold mine on top of this gold deposit, even though you have a TC over here? I think it's totally worth it. It looks a little strange, but I'm pretty sure it's worth looking weird to get that extra gold. So now we've got 69 villagers to 89, so the villager gap is just getting larger and larger as the game goes on. Carnage moving out to secure himself some presence, secure himself some map presence with this fortress, and he's building a market over here. I'm not sure if that's going to give him too much gold actually. He does have this TC at the very edge of the map though. Oh, at the same time we've got a bunch of longswordsmen making their way into Poseidon's base. And I don't know if they're going to get too much done. Poseidon does have more than enough forces to defend, but at the same time, he tried to push into Carnage's base, but these bowmen are just so good defensively. 37 bowmen for Carnage. And they're getting upgraded. Poseidon, he's down by 9 villagers, so that does mean that if somehow they... wait a minute, what happened to these fortresses, to these markets. Well, these bowmen are surprisingly effective right now, trying to deny those markets, but Poseidon has some trouble to deal with over here. His army, I'm not sure if this is the best engagement for him. These bowmen are still alive, 42 bowmen to the 14 of Poseidon, and I don't think he can stay. Carnage is gonna kite him to death. Both of them are a pretty equal population count, but I think this is the point where Poseidon is gonna start chasing and yeah, Carnage is gonna start kiting. Yeah, Poseidon cannot stay here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's gonna start queuing up some slingers, but he's got so many units in the queue that he could probably just cancel a bunch of them and put down a few more buildings instead. Stables being built by Poseidon now, so is he gonna transition onto some horseman composition, maybe just to tank the bowman? I'm not sure. Here's a second fortress though from Carnage, who is also building rams out of his fort. It's really nice. Let's check their storehouse upgrades. Poseidon not getting his equal upgrades for H3. Neither is Carnage, so they're pretty equal in that regard. And as for the armory, Poseidon is one armory upgrade behind Carnage right now. He needs that pierce damage upgrade. But I think if Poseidon just stops making any kind of front line, maybe just one or two rows of longswordmen, and then just goes full ranged with Slinger Champion researched, I think he can beat this Bowman Ball of Carnage, because it's actually a very big Bowman Ball. 58 Bowman, a ton of DPS output. Poseidon trying to be annoying over here with some longswordsmen. Here comes the army of Carnage though. Poseidon sees this and retreats. Maybe this is some kind of mind trick. He left a few villagers alive here to make Carnage think that he killed everything, but in reality there are even more villagers over here. 12 villagers. Carnage going to the golden age now. Let's look at his base. Is he transitioning onto stables? Doesn't look like it. Poseidon is pushing into his base with some infantry though, and if there's one weakness this army has, is its immobility. These bowmen are quite slow to run, and oh, Poseidon is just gonna go for the TC. Wow, I don't think Carnage can stop this. And oh, luckily for him, this is not the TC that's researching the golden age, or he just cancels it from this TC and starts it from another one. That's what happened. Yeah, now Carnage is trying to go back with his range units. I think he probably F2'd something, because these rams are also coming over here. And is Poseidon just gonna go for the town center? Wow. At the same time he moves his ranged ball to this side. Oh my god, Poseidon is just gonna make double TC raid with his boat raiders. That's pretty funny. I don't think Carnage can save it, can he? No, he loses another TC, but luckily for him, this is the TC that's researching the golden age. Now Poseidon's being pushed back, but he is going to see that Carnage is in the golden age, and I'm curious to see how he's going to react to this. Some nice pickoffs from Poseidon, but golden age is going to be soon here for Carnage, and although he doesn't have stables built, I think getting Bowman Champion could possibly a thing. Carnage is getting close combat expertise out of all things. Not too many infantry units in his army yet, but I'm guessing he's gonna go for champion switch. Yeah, there are the champions for him. Oh, this is scary though for Poseidon. He's trying to run, but he's under fire from 2 TCs and a large army. Poseidon needs to start making some caravans. He does have one caravan. Oh, wow. Wow, look at this. This is going to be a huge engagement. Both players looking in here, so... I don't know, some votes trying to get a flank. Oh, another bunch of votes coming in, but Carnage moves those longswordsmen in position. Poseidon is not going to be able to hold this. He's starting to build some forts in his base, and he is still in the Silver Age, don't forget. Carnage is in the Golden Age, getting close combat expertise. I'm hoping champion as well soon. But he needs to get some more guys on food immediately, or he can just buy some food. He has so much gold. He's even got 27 gold gatherers on top of all of these caravans. Yeah, this is really scary to push into this bowman ball. Poseidon trying to take this gold mine, but Carnage's bowmen have something to say about that. Oh no, Poseidon! Oh, the pain. The death screams of those villagers is just heartbreaking. Now, Carnage is being the aggressor now, for the first time, I think. He was defending most of this match. Oh, I don't know if that was the right decision from Poseidon. He's luring in Carnage into this position, and he's just gonna slaughter these villagers. 20 villagers over here. Poseidon down to 79 villagers. 73, and after the next volley it's going to be even less than that. He takes us out all the villagers. 65. And remember, Poseidon still not in the Golden Age, and champion on the way for Carnage, and now a bunch of champions are making their way over here, and look at those champions looking pretty strong. And the cleave, they're dealing with these horsemen quite easily, and at the same time the bowman ball for Carnage is on this side. Maybe Poseidon can take this fight though. I'm pretty sure he has a chance of doing that, but now these champions are over here, and not much in Poseidon's army that can deal with the champions. And bowman champion, oh never mind, no bowman champion just yet, but these bowmen do feel like they have so much range for some reason. And Carnage is going to return the favor to Poseidon. He's just right-clicking that TC with his champions. And they are just wrecking everywhere. Look at this. And champion is also going to be here soon. And these stats are just going to be even crazier in just a matter of seconds. 625 health on these guys. Incredible. And at the same time, the bowmen of Carnage are dealing with the bowmen of Poseidon. Now I think he can clean this up with the help of these boat raiders, but still, Carnage is just wreaking havoc with just champions. Now Poseidon is moving out with a small army. Surprisingly though, both of these guys are on the same population count. And now Carnage is transitioning onto Woad Raiders and getting Woad Raiders champion. Interesting. I wonder what he's going to use the Woad champs for. Maybe he's anticipating that Poseidon is going to go for Bowman, which he is. Oh my god, there's a GG for Poseidon already. gentleman's agreement not to go for walls. I don't know about that. Alright, we're back with the second game in the series. We've got Carnage spawning as the blue Celts on the right side, and we have Poseidon Ant as the red Persians on the left side of Mountain Crossing. Now let's check these players' pawns before we do anything. So Carnage has a pretty good pawn, backdoor possibilities only from the bottom side. Top is completely sealed off, and as for Poseidon, he can get backdoored, but only from the top, I think. He's gonna build a dock here, and it's gonna give him vision over this area, so... Let's see. Poseidon now starting with the barracks first, then moving on to hunts, and Carnage on the other side. He still hasn't started the dock, but I think he's gonna do it very soon. He certainly has... Oh, never mind, he needs to build a barracks first. I think this villager is gonna build a barracks. Maybe? Yeah. Alright. So, barracks already up for Poseidon. Wow. So he's gonna have a lot of Persia versus Celts. Name a more classic matchup. Greek versus Egyptians. Easy. So, Poseidon is gonna come over here, check if if Carnage has any docks up. He's gonna see the late barracks. So that might prompt him to move out, but I'm not sure if that's the best decision to make. Maybe he could just stop making Sparabara and go fast H2, not sure. Still no dock from Carnage, but he will have enough wood for it very soon. He has 2 guys on wood only, so I'm guessing the next 100 wood is going to be spent on houses though. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go for water anytime soon. Romans versus Indians, yeah. Classic. The only possible classic Celeste matchup is Romans versus Indians. Right. So Carnage is gonna come over here, see the Sparabara, trying to buy time. Poseidon even getting a wood storehouse, a house before a wood storehouse. Gonna move out soon. House built. It's gonna queue up some villagers and the Sparabara. No dock from Carnage just yet though. dock being built by Poseidon and by Carnage at the same time. So very similar dock timings over here. Poseidon is a little faster with the dock actually. And he's just gonna not build a wood storehouse. That's pretty smart. Remember, docks are a resource drop site for all resource types, so you can just skip your wood storehouse and make and drop your wood off to your dock, just like Poseidon is doing here now. I don't think he's gonna. Oh well, he was gonna go to fast H2, but that house set him back a few seconds. And on this other side, Carnage is still comfortably in H1. There's the Bronze Age from Poseidon, and now he's starting to gather stone. And we've got 10 spears to 6 Barbara, and Poseidon doesn't have 8 tint. So things might get really ugly really fast if Carnage gets wind of this dock. Oh, I love this play from Poseidon. He's walling off the dock just in case. Really nice play from Poseidon. So he can just repair behind the wall if he needs it. 8th also being researched by Poseidon, so that's very good. But he's hurting on resources currently. He's gonna try and check this side though, because Carnage loves his backdoors. And he often does it, so yeah, it's a good idea to keep at least one unit there, just to make sure. I think Poseidon is getting a little nervous here. His macro is slipping up a bit. And on the other side, Carnage is getting his 3rd fishing boat and going to the Bronze Age. The neutral pond is still not taken by other player though. Okay, here comes Carnage. I don't think he can get much done. This wall is protecting this dock completely. And Carnage is not going to find much success over here. Yeah, Poseidon's going to repair the wall. And 11 spears to 9 Sparbara. The spears, one of them is so low. There's a second TC from Poseidon. So he actually got his TC faster than Carnage. But he is down 5 villagers already somehow. He's been really hurting on food. So there's that. He hasn't been making fishing boats as fast as he could. But still, he's not out of the game. Second racks coming in from Carnage. Carnage is floating a ton of food though, a ton. Now, 20 villagers to 28. Wow, this villager gap is just growing ever larger. Now Poseidon's trying to take the berries over here. And he could be making a fishing boat now. I hope he makes one. Carnage definitely didn't skip out on this fishing boat. Go, go, Poseidon. Make your fishing boat. Persephone, I care. Persephone care. Hey, welcome to the stream. Inside a hurricane? Oh, you can still hear my fan? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's so hot in here. I hope it doesn't... Okay, maybe it's better now, hopefully. Let's see. The neutral pond is still not taken. Carnage is comfortable with 3 fishing boats. Okay, Zeus, not Zeus, Poseidon, sorry. Finally making a fishing boat. Now he's going to H3. Wow, what is he gonna do with this H3? Is he gonna go straight for Immortals? 1 racks H3 Immortals? Is it gonna be the way to go? Interesting. Let's see how it works out for him. I mean, to be fair, Carnage only has 14 units here, and H3 TCs are formidable, and this one tower is also gonna help. So I'm not sure if Carnage can actually break Poseidon's defense. He is definitely gonna take out these outer defenses and defenseless structures, let's say. Oh, this is not the engagement Poseidon wants, though. Yeah, he needs to pull back. But Poseidon is stockpiling some wood. I'm guessing he's gonna immediately put down 3 immortal camps. Paid labor? Oh yeah, he is actually gonna go for paid labor, but where's the gold? He doesn't have the gold. This is his only gold source of gold. Okay, so 1 immortal camp being placed. Carnage also going for H3 himself. Oh, Poseidon needs to be careful. This tree is the only thing standing between that Celtic army and his wood line. He doesn't want that to go. Oh wow, look at this. Poseidon trying to take the neutral pawn, and Carnage is already here. Let's see. Carnage doesn't know about the stock. Now he does. Okay. Now Poseidon queuing a ram ship. That's interesting. So ram ship is gonna be pretty fun to see. It's gonna take out these fishing boats, and it's gonna take out the swan ship if not microed. But it can't deal with any land units. But yeah, look at this. It's gonna two-shot these fishing boats, doing 175 damage per hit. Wow, even harder with this hit. Boom. Carnage actually cancels this one ship from here. He's giving Poseidon all the time in the world to prepare. That's 46 villagers to 52, so let's see, does Poseidon have paid labor activated? Oh, now he is. So he's gonna have to cancel these villagers and queue them up again if he wants to get fast villagers. Yeah, look at this. Poseidon actually securing himself the pond. And there are 2 TCs here and the guard tower and some immortal camps up for Poseidon. I don't know if Carnage can break into this soon, but he is doing his own response. I mean, he's trying to do counter greed, let's say. Oh, and look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. I'm not sure if this galley is going to be out in time. Oh, this villager is repairing the dock, though. I was wondering why it's taking so long for the infantry to kill the dock. But now everything is making sense. Do the infantry not have access to the villager? I don't know. But now the galley is out and Carnage probably cannot stay here anymore. This galley has a lot of DPS. Maybe with all of these guys, though, maybe he can. But all this is doing is giving Poseidon enough time to make that immortal count that he wants. And let's see, what is Carnage doing in response? He's making bowmen. He has 5 archery ranges. Wow, he's gonna be making a ton of bowmen, huh? Now Poseidon is getting fishing boats. He also has fishing boats on his own pond, so his food is gonna be alright. He's getting Sparborough champion. Pretty sure he's anticipating those bowmen from Carnage. And rightfully so. Carnage is gonna be making a ton of bowmen, but I think Poseidon is taking the right approach, getting Sparborough champion. Maybe we're gonna see some Asabaras, some Takobaras maybe, blot out the sun. He does have the access to shield wall and blot out the sun, so let's see if he does it. Carnage with 75 villagers to 75, so Poseidon caught up. And villager count thanks to paid labor. Which makes villagers trained at a whopping speed of 11 seconds, but making them cost 35 gold. Poseidon finally starting with his armor upgrades. First upgrade he gets, pierce damage. And let's see, Carnage. Double armor for Carnage. He does have pierce attack and pierce damage. But really, this game hasn't had much action going on so far. Both players are just sitting in their home, massing up. And Poseidon has secured himself this pond and is just going to make a lot of fishing boats. Not sure if the fifth one is enough, is too much, but better than Greeky's 8 fishing boats at the top pond, I guess. Oh, this poor villager tried to go and build the store watch post here, but little did she know that she's gonna walk through a death trap full of Celtic bowmen. Now let's see, 96 villagers, wow. And let's see now. Poseidon is switching to archery ranges and he's building some towers in his base. Interesting. But it's a ticking time bomb for Poseidon. This is his last secure gold. Well, never mind. He's actually gathering from this gold mine too. Carnage just letting him get away with whatever he wants. And let's look at Poseidon's army right now. He's actually got the same number of Immortals and Sparabaras. I would expect him to go for a really immortal heavy composition, but he's choosing not to do that, and I really like it. And look at this! Shield wall being researched by Poseidon. Wow. Applaud to Poseidon. And let's check their storehouse upgrades. Carnage is starting to get on farms. No farm upgrade yet. He's got his gold upgrade and his H2 and H3 wood upgrades. And Poseidon, on the other hand, yeah, he's still missing a few upgrades here and there. And look at this. Poseidon only needs some stone to go to the golden age. Carnage really letting him do whatever he wants. Frankly, look at this. 110 villagers for Poseidon. And now he's queuing up some Takabara. 13 guys on stone. I'm pretty sure that Poseidon really plans on going to the Golden Age as soon as he can. Also getting Bowman Champion. Yeah, shield wall. But at the same time, Carnage is going to age for himself. 46 Bowman. Druids, but no Gift of Durantia. So these Druids are not healing to the best of their capability just yet. H4 also on the way for Poseidon. Maybe he wants to put down a couple of siege workshops. Oh no, he's actually getting stable, so he's gonna be going for Asabara Champion, I'm thinking. Even another stable. 5 stables here for Poseidon. He's gonna see the army of Carnage. He's gonna try and engage it. He probably can, especially if Carnage isn't allowed room to kite. Yeah, look at this. It's going to be scary. 50 bowmen, but we've got 29 immortals and 5 Takabaras and 19 Sparabaras with shield wall. And yeah, this is not looking good for Carnage. I think Poseidon can take this fight. Population count of Carnage falling rapidly down to 150. And Poseidon really pulling ahead. And soon he's going to have Bowman Champion. And maybe he wants to even get Blot Out the Sun. Yeah, Poseidon now going for Takabaras. Carnage going for Mass Bowman. But Poseidon is going to be more than ready for that composition from Carnage. He's going to get some champions, but Immortals are no pushovers. The Immortals can hold their own very well against champions. Especially if he gets Immortal Champion, which he is now. And look at this, Poseidon really doing well with his late game planning. Getting a trade route going too at the very edge of the map, and this is going to be his 4th TC. So I don't know where is this caravan going. If it's going to this TC or this TC, I think this one makes more sense. Let's see though. If I were Poseidon though, as soon as this TC was finished, I would rally to here instead. 73 gold, yeah, that's not what you want. You want more. Bowman Champion, Horseman Champion in the queue for Carnage, getting his melee damage upgrade now. Poseidon getting Pierce Armor first, then melee damage. So yeah, these guys really banked on their Pierce damage and nothing more. Now Carnage is making some stone throwers, and that's really nice. getting more and more stone throwers from 2 forts. And as response, Poseidon is getting cataphracts. Cool. How often do you see this? I really love seeing it. And Poseidon is securing himself this side of the map, putting down some walls, getting more stables. He also has a mounted training, or is it horse training? I keep forgetting. It's different for Egypt and other cities. Yeah, here come the stone throwers for Carnage. They're gonna put. Oh, they're gonna attack the fortress and they're gonna take out some of the immortals. So against this, you really need cataphracts or at least shield wall spar bar to survive the damage of those stone throwers, because otherwise any kind of infantry is gonna melt the stone throwers. And look at this, Carnage is slowly creeping forward with those stone throwers. Wow, look at the death sounds of those immortals just being hit by the stone throwers. And remember, when you're trying to micro spearmen, not spearmen, micro immortals into siege, you need to right click on the ground next to them, then shift right click them. Otherwise, the immortals are just gonna try and shoot them from afar, and that's just gonna let them let the siege just tank through. But here comes a cataphract flank from Poseidon trying to take out the stone throwers, but Carnage already has some horsemen in position, and now Poseidon is not fighting the stone throwers with his cataphracts, and he loses 1 TC population count, a lot in favor of Carnage, and there's the GG from Poseidon. Wow. Well, nicely done by Carnage. Did the music stop, by the way? Yeah, it did. We restarted. Alright, here we are again at what could be the final game of the series. Poseidon Ant spawning as the red Persians on the right side and Carnage as the blue Celts on the left side of Oasis. Poseidon with a really nice split on his villagers on his hunt storehouse and getting a barracks up very fast, and so is Carnage. Let's see. So Carnage did get a hunt storehouse first, then a barracks, then a wood storehouse, and I think Poseidon is gonna do the same. Although he's already queuing up quite a bit. I mean, queuing up a lot of villagers. Yeah, there's the first Barbara for Poseidon. Carnage still doesn't have his barracks up yet, so it's gonna be a few more seconds until he can make a spearman of his own. Poseidon just rallying his spar bar next to his hunt storehouse. I have to say, this is a really nice looking hunt storehouse. So nicely split. If only he could just put this villager onto this tier, then that would be perfect. Rallying in yet another villager to that hunt storehouse. Let's see, does Poseidon have another hunt? He does have one hunt over here, and Carnage has 2 hunts too. Yeah, everything is in order. Wow, Bear over here trying to attack the villager, but he doesn't know. You need to micro yourself onto the spearman, dude. You don't do any damage to villagers anymore. He should have looked at himself and saw his own stats and should have wondered if that negative multiplier is going to have any effect. And it does, so. Poseidon has stopped making Sparbara. Oh, never mind, he's now starting back on the Sparabar production. Maybe he wants to get a tent. He does have the wood for it, or he is gonna have the wood for it very soon. Now he's starting to gather some stone. I think now would be a good time to get a tent because the spearman push is coming your way 100%, so might as well get it as soon as you can. Or maybe Poseidon thinks he can defend without a tent. Let's see. Carnage with a 3rd house already on the way. No stone gathering just yet. Maybe he wants to secure the pond instead of building a second TC. But now Poseidon is trying to move out with 6 bar to 7 spearmen. Well, luckily for Poseidon, he already gathered for pretty much everything here except that one deer. So, not a huge loss for him. And he's gathering a lot of stone. Carnage has no stone gathering so far, but he does have a dock in construction in the middle of the pond. So that's quite fine. He's gonna try and come over here and maybe do something. Not yet, not yet. Poseidon is not gonna let him do that. Now Carnage is moving on to stone. Second town center being built by Poseidon. Carnage is still quite a long way away from his second TC, but he does have access to this pond and he already has 1 fishing boat out, so he's not going to be too far behind in villager production. He's actually ahead by 1 already, and he's only going to get more ahead. Yep. Nice building wall from Poseidon, preventing the possibility of the spearmen sneaking into his wood line. Another fishing boat in the queue for Carnage and the swan ship, so he really wants to secure this pond and then just gather from the fish without any kind of worry or concern. So there's enough stone for Carnage to make a second TC. Let's see where he builds it. Probably somewhere aggressive. I would maybe place it here. He's gonna place it here actually. Or maybe here. Here maybe. Let's find out. Not exactly where I would expect it to be, but it works. It's definitely gonna let him secure the pawn, that's for sure. And let's see, 2 archery ranges over here for Poseidon. So we're gonna have 1 Rax, 2 range. Classic Sparbar Bowman opener for Poseidon. No Asabara for any kind of aggression. But that's alright if he can get himself a sizable army and push out at the right time. Let's see if he does that. Carnage trying to get run around the map, see if there's any kind of weak spots over here. But luckily for Poseidon, his side is actually fairly closed off as far as Oasis goes. Like if he just walls off this position, there's very little Carnage can do on this side of the map to harm his economy. He is going to try and deny this archery range though, and he's going to be able to do that, pretty sure. But at what cost? Let's find out. 1 spearman, 2 spearmen, 3? 4 maybe? So 4 spearmen, that's 160 food gone. And he denied probably something like 130 wood worth of that archery range. Now you have to consider that there was also some build time being lost on building that archer range with the villager, but I think Poseidon is quite happy with the trade. 33 villagers for Carnage, 32 for Poseidon. So that's quite okay still for Poseidon. He still doesn't have 8 tent though. I would love to see him research 8 tents soon. So 3 fishing boats out for Carnage. He probably wants to get net lures soon because there's only a few number of fish here in this pond, and that 25% conservation is actually huge for fish. 250 food extra per fish school. Now archery range, barracks, sacred grove coming in for Carnage, really ramping up that production. Let's see, Sparbar champion in the queue for Poseidon. He is housed though, but now he's building some houses, so that's really nice. Maybe he can even consider walling off this location with houses. It's not going to prevent Carnage from getting in if he really wants, but it's going to buy him some time, that's for sure. So let's see, 41 villagers to 36. Oh my god, what happened? Poseidon was down only 1 villager and now he's suddenly behind 5. Probably skipped a few villager cycles, but yeah, as you can see guys, missing out only a couple of villager cycles really sets you behind in high level games. So now Carnage making slingers, so he's not gonna go for fast H3. He's gonna get slingers and longswordsmen. Oh, this scout actually died to the Persian scout. Okay, rest in peace. Let's see, 14 Sparabara, 30 bowmen for Poseidon, 14 longswordsmen, 9 slingers, and 1 druid. Maybe another one on the way, not yet. Just 1 druid here for Carnage. And Poseidon is not falling behind an army. He is 4 villagers behind, but his army count is looking fairly healthy. Carnage just putting down houses everywhere to get vision. Interesting. So now Poseidon is just trying to get as big of a Sparabara Bowman ball as he can. Carnage gonna go with his longswordsman over here to try and do some raiding. He's gonna be successful. But maybe Poseidon is trying to take back the pond during this time. I think it's gonna take 1 or 2 volleys from these bowmen to take down that swan ship. Or if these longswordsmen... Actually, these longswordsmen are gonna die really fast to the bowmen if Carnage isn't careful. Oh no, I don't know about this for Poseidon though. He probably needs to leave and fast. He takes out the swan ship, but here come the slingers from Carnage. He's marking the slingers onto the bowman, and bowman count is 31. It's not gonna be up for long. Poseidon's trying to kite his way, but Celtic Slingers are very serious and very deadly against ranged units. And Carnage immediately queuing up another Swan Ship. Poseidon back to 52 villagers to the 55 of Carnage. Another Swan Ship on the way. He really wants this pond. Poseidon now on 3 archery ranges, making triple bowman, and he's getting a second barracks, and he's getting 1 stables. Maybe try and flank those slingers, see how that goes. Carnage still staying H2. 59 villagers to 57, so finally Poseidon closing that gap that he had in villager count. And does Carnage have any armor? Yeah, he has Pierce armor on the way. No armor from Poseidon just yet. He's only putting it down now, so it's gonna be quite a bit later. And that's a very scary upgrade for our Carnage to research, because pretty much everything in Poseidon's army deals pierce damage. So now his entire army has 20% extra health against whatever Poseidon's army has to throw at him. So let's see how the next fight is gonna go. Carnage has the resources to go to the Silver Age very soon. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do that, but let's see. Adding in more archery ranges, now up to 5 archery ranges is Carnage, and he can go to H3 now. Maybe he wants to do a classic slinger ball. Let's see. Poseidon's being really lucky, by the way, with these villagers. They're gathering right outside of Carnage's vision, living the dangerous life. But this Asabara may indeed give them away if Carnage sees it at the wrong time. Now Poseidon's gonna go towards this berry storehouse, berry with the storehouse, but I think this one is definitely gonna be spotted. Ooh, Poseidon is moving out with 61 bowmen, but I don't know about this. Those swan ships are looking scary. 60 bowmen here for Poseidon. Oh my god, now here comes the flank from Carnage, and these bowmen are gonna be obliterated. 50, 49, 48, 41, 40, 37, 34, 30. Oh my god, the bowman count is falling so rapidly, and he's trying to right-click the swan ships, but that's really not the way to go. Yeah, he just resigns. Yeah, that was really painful to watch. Ouch. Quite a close game overall, but that final engagement for Poseidon was... Oh my god. Yeah. I don't have much to say about this graph. He lost everything to the swan ships. But yeah, Carnage wins the series 3-0. Moves on to the next round. Congratulations. Carnage actually had very little techs. 4 techs only. No storehouse. He only had the wood upgrade, and the rest were armor upgrades. Was it like that? So out of his... So yeah, he only had the wood upgrade, an H2, and these 2 armor upgrades. That was his entire collection of upgrades that he had. Let's see, before I end the stream, let me see if there's anything else. Well, looks like we're gonna have another series. Unexpected, but do some stretching. Oh my god, the heat is killing me. Apparently, I'm gonna get to cast another series as well. Let me set up the screen then. Just give me a minute, guys.